Hello and welcome to Quick Mini Bites. I've been asked if it's okay for a Christian to date with a non-Christian. And to be honest, it's pretty much a no-brainer. When you've read the Old Testament, you can see, as you read through, all of the warnings that God gave to the Israelites not to marry or take any of the non-Israelites. So God made that very plain all the way through the Old Testament. When we come into the New Testament, of course, the famous 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14, where God says, "Do not be," where Paul wrote, "Do not be unequally yoked." In 1 Corinthians 7:16, Paul said, "For how do you know, O wife, that your husband will convert?" So he was saying that you have no idea. You can't. There's no guarantee that if you date someone or marry someone that they are going to convert to Christianity. Absolutely. In fact, the likelihood, with the road being very narrow and few there are on it, the likelihood is that they won't convert. And of course, or husband, that your wife will convert. We don't know. It's absolutely impossible. So if you're married in a relationship, then of course there's a chance, but you would never date with someone, and certainly never marry someone who was not a Christian, because your heart is purely for the Lord. If you are truly born again, then your heart is truly for the Lord, and their heart will be truly in the world, and the two cannot mix. 1 Corinthians 7 verse 39, where Paul said, "Marry only in the Lord." So it's very clear from Scripture, and also I think quite obvious, that it's completely wrong for a Christian to date and more than that, marry. But dating is the precursor to marriage. So why would you want to date someone who was not a Christian? And it is never going to lead to end good. It's always going to end in a bad way. So I hope that answers the question. It's very much a big no. And although we in our flesh try and justify things, if we love someone more than we love the Lord, then we are truly sinning. Hope this helps. Bye-bye.